Hey guys, what's going on? Jamil the investor here, and in this video, I'm going to be breaking down how we applied one simple strategy shift in trading that added over $3,000 in monthly profits to our clients. All right. So first and foremost, before we get down into anything that we're going to talk about, number one, this student that we have here was able to add over $8,200 in profits. I probably say over the course of 2 to 3 months or so, right? Which sounds super amazing. But before this individual had a couple of problems that he was experiencing. Number one, inconsistent trading results, unsure what to trade, more losses than wins, in literally no trading process. All right. But after applying what it is that we're going to talk about and break down in this video, he was able to add over $8,000 in profits over the course of 2 to 3 months. All right. Here we have another student where, of course, this individual added over close to $3,000 in profits monthly. But beforehand, just like the previous individual that we just showed you, a couple of problems that he experienced were inconsistent trading results, trading psychology issues, more losses than wins, little trading process, and of course, had a little tad bit of greed, right? Why are these super important before breaking down anything that we have to talk about or share? Why? Because if you're having or experiencing any of these issues yourself, then this may be a video that will help you have these kind of results for yourself. Okay. So again, why us? Simply put, not only have we been able to do this for other people, we also do it for ourselves, which is a no-brainer, right? So beyond this, would you like for this to be you? If so, keep listening to this video, right? But if not, by all means, close the video out so that way I don't waste any more of your time. And that's okay. Now, if you're still looking at this video, instead of doing what most people tend to do beyond this point and tell you how to get to it, let's take some time to break down why are you not having these results? Why aren't you? Okay. And the very first thing that we need to actually take a look at is this right here. Is if this is your chart when it comes to trading, and there's a lot going on here, but if this is what your chart looks like on a daily basis, this is probably one of the big main reasons why. Now, granted, this probably makes somebody a lot of money. You have a whole lot going on. You have volume profiles, RSIs. I see a MACD. I see Bollinger Bands. You have a lot going on. Okay. However, to the beginner, to the individual who is fresh and brand new when it comes to applying this, it's lacking something that is super important when it comes to someone's success as a trader. And that's simply put, process. Now, why is process so important right now? Okay, especially in trading. It's one of the main reasons why people lose more than they make. Why people trade out of haste, but more importantly, not following a clear, defined process consistently. Okay. Now, why is this important? Because the absence of a clear process equals the existence of the problem itself. Now, what's the problem? Inconsistent results, more losses than wins, revenge trading, fear, greed, FOMO, you name it. Okay. So, what is our solution to this complex problem and issue? Simply put, following a checklist that defines process and leads you to the result naturally, step by step. And yes, it is on the next page. So hang on tight. But I want you to think about it like this, right? Say, for instance, right now you were trying to lose weight. If you knew how much carbs, whether it be carbs, protein, calories that you needed to ingest on a daily basis, and add that on with exercise, you knew the concrete number every single day that you needed to hit or not go past in order for you to get that result. If you had the formula and the only thing that you did was consistently apply that formula on a day-to-day basis, you would have your result. Meaning, trading is absolutely no different. If you had a clear defined process or a formula that you applied on a day-to-day basis, more often than not, can't say always, but more often than not, you will be able to accumulate and create those kind of results for yourself. Okay. So without further ado, here is the trading process checklist that we have utilized to help give people over $3,000 in profits when it comes to the trade. Okay. Now we're going to break this down, but first and foremost, let's take some time to talk about these 6 things. First one, and this is probably the most important because it essentially sets the field, but find your levels. This is best done with a 4-hour time frame. Number 2, find those areas, or once those areas are found, find the areas that support the bias or the thesis of what it is that you're actually looking at. Number 3, the 10 a.m. rule. 4, pivot area sweep. 5, retest to the pivot. And then last but not least, 6, execute. Okay. Now, what does this typically look like? Number 1, as you can see, we have step 1 and 2 kind of already defined here. Primarily step 1, where we have our 3 shaded areas. These are our levels. You don't need more than 3. You never need more than 3 on a daily basis. Okay. And then secondly, you also have, and we're going through step 2 right now, where again, once we have this rejection area right here, this supports what this could possibly pan out to be right here. So again, that's step 2 right there. Now, beyond this point, if we go on a smaller time frame, which right here is the 5 minute, we can actually take some time to see what kind of price action that this typically looks like. Okay. Where now we see we have our 10 a.m. marker. This is step 3 right here, where now we are able to trade. Why is the 10 a.m. rule so important? Because that means you don't trade until after 10 a.m., simply put. Okay. Step 4, we have a sweep through our pivot area, which is right here. And then, of course, we simply wait for an excruciating 2 hours or so, all the way up until 1:30 to 2 o'clock, where we now have step 5, where this is our retest area. Upon the pivot area, this is your risk, which is defined right above it. And then, of course, this is your reward right below it to the maximum of the previous down level that you see here. Okay. Now, once again, following that process from steps 1 through 6, it gives you your result. Again, not always, but more, can't guarantee it always, but more often than not, if you're able to follow this checklist on a regular basis, you will have the results that you're able to achieve. And more importantly, win more than you lose. So here's what you can do beyond this point. Number 1, work with us, which is probably the best thing for you to do. Why? You get to have a community where you have trading alerts. You have live trading from yours truly. You have training calls in order for you to learn and apply this checklist on a regular basis, hone your eyes, be able to improve on your skill and optimize your trading results with a community and not doing it by yourself. And then more importantly, you have a weekly watch list that gives you opportunities to make money from individuals who are a lot more experienced than you yourself. Okay. Or, and this is super important, and this is also great as well, do it yourself. And there's nothing wrong with doing it yourself. But should you, the main thing that you want to do is apply the checklist. Okay. And then more importantly, figure it out on your own. Now, what's the difference between these two? If you have the time to want to be able to do it on your own, and you feel like just applying the checklist or what it is that we've been able to give to you beyond this point in the video is good enough, then fine. Then go back to the video where we're talking about the checklist, take a picture of it, copy it, and work it how you want to work it. However, if you want to be able to learn from individuals who have been able to have these kind of results, be surrounded by the individuals who've been able to have these results, but more importantly, take the blueprint from the individuals who have been able to implement it, then by all means, click the link down below on this page so that way you can get with us in our trading community and more importantly, start getting you on the right track when it comes to accumulating these results for yourself.